Hey there, we're Talia and Ophira Edut, identical twins and astrologers. Welcome to AstroTwins Radio, where we bring the stars down to Earth. This is the week, I'm calling it the week of trines and Capricorn vibes, because there are a number of planets that are forming an angle, a harmonious 120-degree angle, let's get geeky, called a trine. And this is the best kind of dialogue for planets to have. This is when they're like, I see you, you see me, you know, namaste, let's get it together. I am going to work with your energy and you're going to work with mine, and it is going to be magic. So we have.
Sounds good to me. I think we're all ready for some of that after the Mercury retrograde fumes that we're still saying goodbye to. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, the three trines of the week, I'll just bullet them up the top and then we can go back through them. But Monday, we have communication planet Mercury trining imaginative Neptune. Tuesday, we have the Sun, which is all about life force energy and creativity, trining innovative, high-minded, metaphysical Uranus. Then Friday, go-getter Mars and powerhouse expansive Jupiter are trining. So the message is really like no boundaries, no limits, but with an exception, because let's bring the Capricorn vibes. Thursday is the new moon, the first new moon of the year in Capricorn, which is about structure. And then Mercury goes back into Capricorn on Saturday for 3 weeks. So we can go big, but also with that Capricorn stability underneath it, which is nice, I think.
With a trine, it's when two actors have really great chemistry. So they're both bringing their absolute best and blending it together into this really great kind of 1+1=3 energy. So sometimes those planets are very different from each other. So Mercury and Neptune, Mercury is very rational and intellectual, Neptune's very imaginative. So we're going to be able to be creative, but still make a plan. And then we have the Sun and Uranus. The Sun is very bold and leadership oriented, and Uranus is very innovative and break the rules. So we're going to be able to bring really trailblazing, pioneering ideas out and confidently talk about them. So this is the week to get weird and share that thing that you're like, I know you might think I'm crazy. I know this might sound strange.
Right. It's the week of the napkin sketch. And if you want to take a permanent marker to a cloth napkin, you really should, because some of the ideas will really be worth keeping around. And Thursday, 111, one of our favorite angel numbers. I have 1111. That was my first tattoo. I have that on my forearm. We've got an angel number for our very first new moon. It's in Capricorn at 6:57 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday. And if you listen to last week's episode, we were saying this is really the day when you can start writing your resolutions, setting your intentions for the year ahead. And you want to think pragmatically and you want to think bigger. You want to think in terms of like, what is something that I want to build over the next 6 months? You also talked last week, Ophi, about how there's 2 full moons in Capricorn. So the full moons are the manifestations, and this summer.
Yeah. Yep. So anything you do this week is going to really come to its full fruition on June 21st. And then at the second, that's the first Capricorn full moon, which is also the summer solstice. And then a month later, there's a second one on July 21st. So you get a bonus round of manifesting for whatever you plant this week. So let's go day by day, since there's something almost every day this week. So on Monday, January 8th, Mercury in Sagittarius, one of those divine trines with Neptune and Pisces. So Mercury, it's what we're talking about, what we're thinking about. And in Sagittarius, it's very much inspired and big ideas. You might want to also look back even to over the holidays, because Mercury was retrograde in Sagittarius then, and also to like the holidays of Thanksgiving time as well. So things that you started talking about and thinking about maybe did not actually come to full fruition. Well, today, Neptune,
Day.
that imaginative, manifesting, spiritual Neptune may bring energy that brings whatever you were talking or thinking about into a magical, unexpected form. So really stay open to revisiting some of that, but having it go to an even higher vibration than you first imagined. Yeah, law of attraction kind of day.
And also like an earth angel mentor. Like Neptune can sometimes bring in like our spiritual support, miracles, our Yodas. So you may want to actually talk about this in a place where serendipity may, prime the serendipity pump. If would talking about this idea on social media perhaps attract someone, or would mentioning it to somebody who might be interested, does
Yeah,
it
like you could be like getting in your car to drive to the office, thinking about something, then you turn on the radio or whatever, and then someone is saying something about exactly what you were thinking about, or you think about someone and they call you, or you get to your desk and there's an email from them in your inbox. So the law of attraction and kind of the psychic superhighway is a well-paved road on Monday. So just really stay open to receiving and that sort of thing. Now on Tuesday, we've got our second trine of the Sun in Capricorn and Uranus in Taurus. Those are earth signs. I don't know if you want to talk about that, Tali, or
I mean, this happens once a year. And this can be a little bit combustible. So a trine, there's like no off switch. So you do want to make sure you're not coming on too strong. The sun actually can make everything big and exciting. And in Capricorn, you will have a really big idea, and Uranus plugging into it in Taurus is going to help you with a plan. But you definitely want to use this day not to just go, this is not the day to, even though on Monday it's like talk, talk, talk. Tuesday is like sit down, put it into a spreadsheet, crunch the numbers, see if it all lines up. But don't be an excitement or adrenaline junkie, that earth sign energy is like you may have to actually problem solve. And the sun doesn't like to do that. The sun just wants excitement and, energy. And Uranus is a little geeky, a little more sci-fi, a little more like, so don't,
I also feel like what could happen is like people really want things their way. Like, oh, I've got an idea. And then they try to kind of ram it over the finish line or get it signed off on. And like, you know, you can
Enneagram
miss.
8s out there, look out. Yeah.
Right, right, exactly. You might miss an opportunity to really just get input and feedback. It's always good to sleep on things. So if you find yourself being like, I'm going to strong arm my way or bulldoze my way into getting this done, like take it easy, like one night, letting people have a chance to think something over instead of like pushing them into agreeing with it. You want them to really buy in. You want them to like connect to it and get excited about it, not just feel resentful, like and uncertain, because you'll win the battle and lose the war if you try to force your agenda. So just bear that in mind. And then, yeah, Wednesday, we get a little breather from these aspects. But on Thursday, Capricorn new moon, the very first new moon of the year. And what's interesting about this new moon is that it also has an aspect. It's smack in the middle of the lunar south and north node. Those are the karmic points. So it's exactly what's called a T-square, three-way tug of war. So we've got the new moon in Capricorn, which is about leadership, goals, and plans. And then we've got the Libra south node, which is the karmic kind of residue of relationships and people pleasing and you know you've got your eye on the prize, but then here's this pull, like, but people, but how will it affect that person? Will my partner go along with it? Will I be hurting this person's feelings? Will they be threatened by me? Will I still belong if I rise and let myself really shine? And then on the other side, we've got the Aries North Node, which is about the self and freedom and individuality. So you may also be like, ooh, I'm excited about this big goal, but is it going to box me in somewhere? Is it going to take away my freedom? So you're going to have to balance all of those agendas out at this new moon. Think about how your goals will affect others and how they may box you in if you want to have some free time. But don't think about it so much at the expense of the goals. Just find the right balance there.
And
Yeah.
know that this new moon has a double header of manifestation points. This year, 2024, has two full moons in Capricorn in the summer. The first one's on the solstice on June 21st, and the second one is on July 21st. So it's like it gets like two opportunities to play itself out like a sequel. And then there's actually a second new moon on December 30th in Capricorn. So if you are a Capricorn, I really am so happy for the Capricorns this year. You get two new moons, you get two full moons, and you get to say goodbye to Pluto. We'll talk about that next week because that's a huge moment. But Capricorns have had Pluto, the shadow worker in your sign for 16 years. And you're like, it's just like, if there's one sign I know that's like needing some relief after a long slog and is going to get it this year, it's the Caps. We're all Capricorns under this new moon in a way. We're all visionaries who want to put a plan and a structure that that we can harvest for. It's not just this summer, but for, building things that last. Which is really cool because one of our big initiatives this year, and we'll be talking about that throughout, is we're actually creating a program to teach you how to read astrology or become your own astrologer. Retreat that we taught in Tulum is now going to be offered as a program with a certification component for some people who would like that. And that's one of our big exciting things, and it feels very Capricorn.
So Friday, we've got Mars and Jupiter trine. And that also comes with a little speed limit warning. Mars is very action oriented, direct. It's the warrior, but it can be a bit selfish. It's like it wants what it wants. And then Jupiter is in Taurus. They're in earth signs again. So they're really about accumulating things and getting. And Jupiter's very indulgent and about the big picture and supersizing everything. So anything can blow up. Like your ideas could blow up, your fame could blow up, an amazing, financial opportunity could blow up. It could also blow up in the negative sense of it, whereas like things just flame up so fast and then they combust. So you're going to want to be careful with your temper, just how quickly you just dive into things this week, especially on Tuesday and Thursday. But if you have been holding back on just like pressing go on something and you need to, this is the day to just like say, screw it, do it, and just like take the leap.
Screw it, do it, take the leap. The new 3-part formula for the year of transcendent leadership. That could include relationship leaps as much as career leaps. But since we're in this Capricorn energy, there is a lot of focus on career and material world success. Capricorn season goes on till the 20th of January. And so next week, when Aquarius season starts, at the end of the week, we may be a little more people-centric again. But it's okay if you're really focusing on stability, because that does affect your relationships. It's hard to focus on love will conquer all when you're hungry and can't pay the bills. It just is. Or you are worrying all the time about things. So it's okay to put that first and prioritize it. There's a lot of energy right now for really material stability in the weekend. Brings that too, because Saturday, another planet joins the Capricorn brigade, and that's Mercury. It's coming back around. It left Capricorn during its retrograde on December 23rd. So anything that you may be revisiting some of the things that you lost momentum on when it went retrograde on December 13th in Capricorn. So end of the year Q4 goals that got a little sidelined mostly in terms of like pick up the strategy again, reconnect to the people, don't get your knickers in a knot if a business associate seems to have ghosted. Pick it up again. Are you still interested in talking about this?
Yeah, be proactive. Don't
That's
just
it.
be like,
Yeah.
they never called me back. They're not interested. It's like you take the initiative, and probably what you're going to hear is like, oh my God, I've been meaning to call you. If they didn't get the psychic memo on Monday when Mercury and Neptune come together, well, then you go and just press send on an email or text to them.
Well, and I
So
would even recommend, with Mercury and Capricorn from January 13th, Saturday, all the way until February 5th. You don't have to immediately go and do that. In fact, Capricorn's a little more thoughtful. So perhaps you need to craft a more compelling opening line, opening gambit, or maybe send over, hey, I know we started talking about this. I want to send over this article that I wrote. Or I want to send over a link to show you something that I'm working on that I thought would be intriguing. Like up your game a little, present yourself as you are the opportunity. You're not looking for an opportunity. You're the opportunity that they are looking for, even if they don't know it. Setting yourself in that kind of Capricorn authority vibe, the generous, successful person is going to make you a lot. Everyone wants to be on a winning team, right? So
come on over here because I have got something I'm so excited about. I think it could be a great opportunity for you. I'd love to chat with you and tell you about it and see if it would fit. Drop that little bit of intrigue in there. And yeah, like,
yeah.
if it doesn't work, craft your hook a little bit better. And then make sure you have something that can live up to that too.
Sunday, the moon's in Pisces. And so while you're sort of integrating that Mercury and Capricorn energy, Pisces is like the psychic sponge. So go out and absorb, or maybe like just really restore and recharge yourself. Get a pedicure, get a massage, get a spa treatment, go to a museum, go see an intriguing movie. Like just fill yourself up, fill up the cup this weekend so that you do have that confidence to go out there and start strategically and skillfully starting communications and conversations. That's the week of January 8th through 14th. Hope you're easing into your new year because the pace is about to pick up.
If you want to stay aligned with the stars, make sure to head over to astrostyle.com. And if you don't have your 2024 horoscope book or daily horoscope planner, preferably both, those will keep you in tune with all the things we're talking about here on the podcast, specifically for you and your sign. And you never have to miss an opportunity day again. You never have to go out in the cosmic rain without an umbrella because we have so got you covered. We're here to help you plan it by the planets every day and every week. We will see you on the next week's edition of the AstroTwins podcast weekly horoscope. May the trines be divine for you. Wishing you a great week.
As always, thanks for listening. You can discover more of your star power at astrostyle.com and be sure to follow us on social at AstroTwins. Join us next time for more cosmic fun.